how crooked it is.
I know, and look.
Oh my God, it broke.
This guy, what's this guy's name from the Orioles? James McCann, is that his name?
Something like that.
McCann.
I'm sorry.
James McCann.
Is it James McCann?
Yeah.
Is he just like a everyday utility player, or is he a superstar?
No, he's an everyday player.
He's a catcher, though.
He took a 95-mile-an-hour deal to the nose. Look at this.
Still stayed in.
From yesterday.
Premium. Oh, no. Up and in, he got McCann.
Oh, my God. Dan, could that be catastrophic?
Yes.
Could kill you.
Yes, it could.
Don't they say that, like, one of the moves that kung fu dudes do is, like, to hit the end of your nose and try to get it to go up into your brain?
Holy hell, man.
Yeah, that was, I don't know if that's, pop folklore, but yes.
Premium.
Check this out. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Up and in, he got McCann in the helmet.
Now, how intentional or accidental is that?
That was accidental.
That was accidental.
You can tell the ball went up.
Yeah, like
the last second.
This was probably this guy, in my opinion, and I mean,
Seth, he's not trying to plunk the guy at all. Yeah.
Yeah, Rhett and Seth and all the sports guys probably know there was no adversarial blood going on between the two. Nobody, the Orioles hadn't plunked one of their guys. Nobody hit a home run and did a bat flip. This was just a regular 2-2 game. Toronto and Baltimore doesn't have, like, the Yankees and the Rays.
Well, they're divisional opponents, so I mean they play each other 18 times a year, so
right.
They've definitely got something. But I don't know. It looks like from what they're showing in the upper left hand screen, the bases are loaded.
Yeah,
right.
It's a 2-2 out.
So there's no advantage to hitting this guy because
there's a run.
Because you're going to walk a run in.
Right.
So you're trying to and what's the count, Lummy?
2-2.
2-2. So he's probably trying to get
two outs.
trying to get a fastball on the guy's hands.
Yeah, he's probably throwing a two-seamer that's going to rise up and go inside. But he can break the bat or get a ground ball.
Right. He's probably looking to put the ball about maybe right here.
Yeah, he's aiming. He's starting the ball's going to start probably right where the catcher's glove is, and it's going to go up.
He's looking for it to go.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
And the guy, because you only have like 1 zillionth of a second to determine whether you're going to swing or not. So when the guy out of his hand, the ball, in my opinion, what little bit I know about baseball, two-seamer, the batter thinks the ball's going to be right in the upper inside corner strike zone, and then it rises on you and you whiff, or you break a bat and hit the handle or something, right?
Yeah.
Foul ball at best.
Yep.
And it just gets away from them. And do the pitchers feel bad when this happens?
Oh, especially this one, yeah.
Looked like this one did.
Premium. Oh, no.
So you can even see, like, if he meant to do it, he wouldn't have looked away and like, oh my God, he would have been like, yeah. Like, this guy completely looks to the stands like, oh my God, this one got away from me. I feel horrible. Watch him look.
Premium. Oh, no.
95.
Up and in, he got McCann in the helmet. James McCann. Oh, the Ariel Rodriguez.
He was leaking all over, right?
The most painful RBI he'll ever have.
Did he stay in?
Yes, he
Man,
did.
he
Yeah.
stayed
Look at the
in.
distortion of his nose. Look how crooked it is.
I know, and look.
Oh, my God, it broke right.
It looks like it hit.
Right there.
It could have.
Oh my God,
Dan, could that have broken an orbital socket?
Yes, it could have broken his orbit. Absolutely.
Is that even more major than your nose? Your orbital?
Yeah, it's a bigger operation if you have the collapse of your eye
See
socket.
the nose. That is not bad.
Teeth. You could get teeth knocked out.
Jaw, cheekbone,
broken jaw, broken cheekbone,
head injury,
broken orbital.
Dan, if you're the athletic trainer on this team, are you letting him continue the game?
No.
No, I'd put him in the back, reset his nose, and put him back out there.
The right way. There is a ton
He
of
stayed.
blood on that.
He stayed in the first game.
No,
No, man.
But you got to assume there could be a closed head injury too. It could be a small concussion.
I know. He gets hit in the head with the ball. They let him stay in.
Man, Seth.
Football would have a big problem with this.
This is completely opposite of Seth. Seth gets like just a little. He's like, I'm out. I need full service.
Man.
I need full rehab. I'm going to be out at least 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, Bubba, look at something 90 miles an hour hitting your head. I mean, there's got to be some reverb, some equilibrium issues. I mean,
like you said, Dan, you haven't even begun to start the concussion protocol,
No,
right?
Right.
Is he still running on
really
adrenaline?
Stay in the game?
Yes, he's pissed.
If he stays in the game, he is the toughest guy in the world.
I mean, he's got to get a new.
Dude, I can't believe you're standing.
They double tamponed his nose.
I've never seen that before.
He's a mouth breather now, breathing completely out of his mouth. And the guy looks pretty jacked up.
He's a big guy.
I mean, you can tell a guy by if he's got this little bit right here. You got those traps. That's a guy that's jacked. Because, I mean, usually your traps don't show in your shirt.
Ball game.
I mean, that's a stud right there, man.
Yeah.
That's a stud. That's my new what's his name?
James McCann.
I like him.
He's 34.
Well, you know what he got?
He's a catcher?
Yeah.
Look at him back there catching the ball with the double tampons.
He's got 10 years of major league service.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. He can take care of you for life. I think he's got that MLB pension.
Now, see, Seth, isn't that it's all about how much time of service, like as far as arbitration, league minimums, pension, everything. And when you get up into the 10-year, man, you're vested, aren't you? Like big time vested.
I believe that's when the pension kicks in. And I also know from one of my friends who played that when you go for 10 years, the Major League Baseball sends you something, and it's literally like it can get you into any stadium ever.
Well, the player's card.
The player's card,
but that's not, you get that. You get that after
10 years.
No, it's 1 year. You get the player's card.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. There's certain different player cards.
I know in football, and Dan, you might know this better than I do, but I know in football it's 3. You're vested. It's either 3 or 4 seasons.
I think it's 3.
And if you 3 full seasons of being on an active, 52-man squad roster gets you fully vested and pension available.
That sounds right.
3 or 4 seasons, and I think baseball is something similar.
I just looked it up. It looks like they changed the rules in 2022. It looks like you could use pension, benefits, a start in 43 days. After 43 days on the active roster.
Okay,
in baseball.
Yeah.
And so after 43 days, you're fully vested?
Month and a half.
Yeah.
What do you get after 10 years, man? They must give you
broken
something
nose.
else.
A broken nose?
Bubba, I sent you
2 tampons in your nose?
I sent you what the guy kind of looked. He did a little press conference after, so.
What a great dude, man.
His eye looks really bad.
We don't know what's on his hard drive.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What a great dude.
Come on, Seth. He survived.
Yeah.
Seth, I'm just saying.
Like this guy just threw himself on top of Trump or something. I mean,
Okay, I got it.
His eye is pretty swollen.
Although I would tell you, man, after baseball, I would a Secret Service job would be. He'd probably be far more effective than the people we had.
He's
He's got 2 eyes, can see. We got 5 rooftops, including a water tower that are unmanned. I mean, we're going to talk about the Trump assassination here in a little bit, but the more I watch it and the more footage I see from it and things like that, that water tower was that's a glaring position to put 2 guys on, right? Like, I mean,
you have them.
If you, or even one dude, dude, we got to have somebody on the water tower because that water tower can see everything over every tree. Everything. I want a guy with, I'm sure they have in today's technology, super duper advanced binocular system where you might just wear them on. You don't even have to hold them. You just put them on your head and you're just looking around like you're almost you're playing a virtual game, but you got these binoculars on.
Like you're Steve Austin.
Yeah,
you just have bionic
you're
eyes.
The $6 million. That's what we needed. The $6 million man on the water tower. He would have gone. And he would have had a $6 million bionic eye, and he would have been able to see that the guy was on the thing. And Steve Austin would have been able to jump off that water tower
and run to him.
Steve Austin was such a badass that after the bullet was shot, he would have been able to catch the bullet in his teeth.
He had an eye, 2 legs, and an arm.
Something like that. Here we go.
Just take us through what you were.
Oh man, look at the guy's eyes shut. Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see it happen to other guys. It's no fun to see.
Now, Lummy, does the pitcher send word over, or will they, when you're in the clubhouse, you're behind the scenes, the fans can't see you, you're obviously in, behind, your fans can't see. You
can't go into someone else's clubhouse without you seeing.
I think you can.
You'd have to cross the field.
No,
Well,
you
behind
don't.
when you go like after the game.
No, like hold on. If you're I've been in the Rays dugout, and to get to the other team's dugout, you don't have to cross the field. You just got to walk down a hallway.
Yeah, you go in the back.
And so, like, would it be uncommon for the pitcher to walk in the hallway where nobody can see him, tap on the door, and said, "Hey, can I have a word with McClain?" And you tell McClain, "Hey, you know what, dude? I did that one got completely away from me, and I apologize."
Yeah, I could see.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I could see him telling
it's-
his clubhouse, the clubhouse guy, to go give word to their clubhouse guy that he wanted to maybe talk to him outside.
Right, and so like I know that you can't. I know that for whatever baseball old school, rules and protocol, that you can't talk to him and acknowledge that wasn't like you gotta like be Johnny.
He probably said sorry during the game.
See, I
I
don't
can see
understand,
that.
Lummy, like why the guy couldn't literally walk over to first and say, "Hey, brother, I'm sorry, that one got away from me." But that would be like, you can't do that, can you? Just the rules, the old school protocol of the game.
You can do that, Bubba.
Can you?
Yeah.
You can, but a lot of guys say they want you to focus. Like, let that go away. You go over there, you kind of look weak. You're supposed to be kind of getting ready for the next.
That's what they say,
next
Seth.
one.
That maybe you're looking weak, and so at that point. You probably wait till the game's over, Lummy. You call their clubhouse. You have your clubhouse boy go talk to their clubhouse boy and says, which the pitcher like to come over, have a word with McClain.
Yeah.
And the pitcher comes and meets him at the door, doesn't go into the locker room, but meets him in the tunnel out there and just says, "Hey, bro, that one, I did not mean to do that, and I apologize."
Because they're always thinking too, with like a pitcher, like you kind of leave him alone after that. Let him clear his head and go like
Right,
that. If he goes
right.
over there, people are like, "Oh, he's weak-minded. We
Right.
probably got to get him out of there."
And here's the deal. It shows you that he didn't mean to do it because Baltimore didn't retaliate.
Yeah.
If this was meant to plunk a guy, Seth, because the first guy up in the next inning, what's happening to him? He's getting plunked.
Right.
If it's meant to be.
And then there's a fight.
And then there's a fight. And then everybody gets ejected. And baseball fights are really, there's been a couple good ones, but it's it's a big nothing burger for the most part.
Yeah, but at least they don't have helmets, or at least hitting each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
they
in
try.
football, they get the helmets
They
and they're
try.
punching through helmets. Hockey.
Didn't some dudes back in the day used to try Nolan Ryan and he would kick their ass?
Robin Ventura, that was a popular one.
Your teammate, have
Yeah,
a
White Sox. Do you remember that one, Seth?
Of course.
teammate or even an opponent.
Didn't Robin Ventura get his ass kicked,
He
Lummy?
sure did.
Nolan Ryan was like 45 at the time.
He went into
He put him in a headlock and started pounding.
Old school Nolan Ryan, man. And I think that was an intentional plunk, wasn't it?
I don't. Who knows, man?
It's still fun.
Balls get away from you when you throw them, though, sometimes. Bubba, just by throwing the ball.
I
About
know.
every now and then, a pitch that you think is, or a throw that you think is going to be fine just goes crazy wild.
Yeah, well, and we're not even pitchers. We're
Right.
just weekend warriors.
and
buddy.
not trying to throw it at 98 miles an hour.
Right.
Having a teammate or even an opponent have it happen to you, it stinks.
Did you think that you could stay in the game the whole time?
Yeah, I did. I take a lot of pride in being tough and
You're tough as hell, buddy.
do everything I can to stay on
I
the
sent you
field.
the Nolan
That's what I was able
Ryan
to do
fight.
today.
How much did this being a doubleheader and just have to catch 17 innings today? How much did that factor into you pushing through those?
Now, Dan, do you think he's got a broken nose?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think he's got
He's got a broken nose.
maybe a cracked orbital?
I don't think so. I think it's just confined to the nose.
And now-
it looked
now-
like the way it came across, it just kind of like clipped the top of his nose.
Now, if you have a broken nose like that, do you have your plastic surgeon kind of go in and, like you said, straighten it with your hand? And then at that point, is there sometimes where it just heals on its own and there's nothing you can do surgery-wise?
Yep. What I would have done is in the locker room, I would have stuck something in there and reduced it and then put a splint on it and then sent him on his merry way and then done a CT scan today.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.